Hey everybody, Long Beach, how we doing? Tom Murray here, author of the book Personal and Authentic, and even more important than that, a good friend of Lauren's who's leading the way for you all right now. It's just so awesome that I get the opportunity to spend just a couple minutes with you as the new teachers start moving forward for this school year. And listen, even in just a few minutes that I have, I will never ever stand in front of teachers, or in this case, sit in front of teachers without simply saying thanks. And I know not every one of you are brand new. Some of you have been in other districts. Some of you are, though, brand new, and you're about to embark on some of your very first days of teaching. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for choosing the greatest profession in the world. Thank you for saying, I will take the job where I can't even choose to go to the bathroom during the day when I need to go. And you're like, yep, that's what I want right there. You know why? Because you want to make a difference in the lives of kids, don't you? Because you recognize the impact that you can have in your community there in New York as a whole and on the lives of children for literally generations to come. But gang, let's also say this work that we're about to embark on, the weeks that we've already had in preparation, it's not easy, is it? I was talking to Sarah recently. Sarah's a brand new teacher. She's 24 years old. And I mean, look at her. She is exhausted, right? Don't we all kind of feel like that right now, right? The work that we're doing is not easy. It's not. But I know that the kids that we serve are absolutely worth it. Check out what I've seen on social media. Maybe you've seen some things as a new teacher or new to Long Beach, scrolling through, checking things out. Let me show you two of them real quick. AJC puts out, schools can open safely if students wear masks and socially distance. And then teachers like you get a hold of it and they're like, have y'all ever met children, right? Or here you are, you signed your contract, you're so excited, you're about to get rolling, we're starting our program here. And you're checking your email, right? To see what changed from 4 minutes ago. Is that not your world right now? Yeah, it really, really, really is, isn't it? So let me ask you this question though. Why? Why'd you choose it? Why'd you do it? Maybe it was just a couple days ago. Maybe it was a couple months now, but you submitted an application to your great district and said, I want to do that. So why do you do it? Why do you do it? What's driving you as a brand new teacher right now? What's your purpose? What's your real cause? I know we all need that paycheck every other week. I get that. But if that's our main driver going into a first year teaching, it's just not worth the money. It's got to be more than that. So what is it that drives you as that brand new teacher? What is it that drives you here? And you see what's called the golden circle on the screen. Simon Sinek created that around the what and the how. And then you've got the why in the middle. We spend so much time on lesson planning. How are we going to do that? Well, what are we going to do if we all go virtual? And those kinds of things. We're spending so much time on the what and how. And it's important stuff, especially as a brand new teacher or a new teacher to Long Beach. But why do you do it? And what's your purpose with that? Because this right now in our world is so prevalent, isn't it? Fear. Everywhere I go, every time I open up an app on my phone and I scroll through, I just see fear, fear, fear. It's so real in our world, right? Well, to give you some encouragement, I really think fear can mean two things. One, fear can mean, and you'll read this in Personal and Authentic, fear can mean that we forget everything and we run. And we're like, nope, not here in Long Beach, not in New York, not at the high school, not in my department, not here in this building. Fear can absolutely mean that. You know what else fear can mean? Because of amazing people like you. Fear can mean that we faced everything and we rise. And just with you saying, I accept, I will sign that contract because I want to go make a difference in the lives of others, you're displaying that. You continue to face everything and get up and rise. And when I think about fear, I know that these moments of uncertainty, and let's face them, they are all around us, aren't they? Every day, it's the unexpected. Every day, things are happening on the outside of our walls. But these moments of uncertainty really do create opportunities for your educator legacy. Maybe you're about to start your first day ever, and you've gone through student teaching, and you're about to start as a brand new teacher. You have the privilege and the honor to build a legacy in the coming weeks, months, years, and decades. See, every one of you will leave a legacy. What's fascinating to me about right now, this point in time in history, what I believe is so different about this year, of course, in the midst of a global pandemic, is that I really believe every child that we're about to serve will absolutely remember this school year for the rest of their life. You see, I have a little boy, Caden. He's going into first grade and he's young, but I really believe 30 years from now, 40 years from now, 50 years from now, I really believe he's going to remember this year. And maybe it's only bits and pieces. Maybe it's only that he had to do some of the stuff online with his teacher, that he had to learn from home a little bit. It was just different that year. But you know what that means? It means you're about to start something this year that the kids that you serve will remember for the rest of their lives, which also means that they will remember you, which also means it's an opportunity every single day to make them feel loved and cared for, because that's what we ultimately really want them to remember. You see, this coming year, our what and our how, the way we've learned, maybe the way we've been trained, the what and the how have changed so much, haven't they? But you know what hasn't? Our why, our purpose, why it is that you set out and said, I want to teach. I want to make a difference in the lives of kids. I want to change a community. I want my fingerprints of impact to be on generations. None of that has changed at all. But I also want to share for a moment just one more piece of advice. And you know what I worry about this year? I worry about amazing teachers like you. That's what I said. I worry about amazing people just like you, that we're going to burn ourselves out. You know why? Because I remember being that first year teacher, just trying to keep my head above water. I remember the days going home with tears in my eyes, wondering if I was really an effective teacher, wondering if they hired the right person, wondering why it was that I wasn't like the person across the hall who was just rocking it and I was just trying to keep my head above water. I worry about teachers right now and the mental health of educators. So my challenge for you is, how are you going to take care of you in this process? And as either a brand new teacher or being brand new to Long Beach, you need to take care of you. And that's something we could spend hours and hours on. What I know about you is you have high expectations for yourself. You have high expectations for others. And I know that you will give and you will give and you will give so many days until you've got nothing left. But don't forget about you. Like, we spend time every day recharging our phones, don't we? Like, I won't go to bed at night without my phone being charged so it's good for the next day. But I know sometimes as educators, we spend days or weeks or months going without recharging ourselves. So my challenge for you, being brand new to Long Beach, don't let that happen. Make sure that there are Fridays coming up that you just leave it all on your desk and you're like, you know what? I just need to go home and I'm going to reinvest in my family this weekend because it's been a long week and I just need to, and it can wait until Monday. Don't feel guilty about those days. It's okay to do those things. You need to do those things. You need to disconnect. You need to not be on email every night until 9:30 responding to things, because you are absolutely worth it. Your kids are worth it, but you are worth it as well. So don't run over yourself in the process. Take care of yourself so you can bring your best self to your kids each and every day, because they need it and then they absolutely deserve it. The very first words that you will read in Personal and Authentic are behind me, because the work you're about to do, it's not easy. People on the outside of our walls often wouldn't last 3 or 4 minutes doing what you're going to do every single day. It's not easy. But I know the incredible kids you're about to serve, they are absolutely worth it. My friends, I wish you the very best. You've chosen the greatest profession in the world because you get to influence lives. You get to help people. You get to look in the eyes of a child and see a world of potential that maybe nobody else sees. I'm proud of you. You can do this. We will get through all of this together. Go get it, because your story, it's not finished yet.